Hi, this is Patosha Jeffery, the girls basketball trainer, coming to you with the second episode of popoTV. I just wanted to give you some of the insight of things that I saw at Central's Hall of Champions Classic. It was an awesome event, a lot of top talent out there, a lot of top teams, and I just wanted to give you just something brief on what I saw. Just looking at my notes right here, one of the first things that impressed me, or first individuals that impressed me, was Jasmine James, Georgia-bound Jasmine James. I mean, this young lady put on a show. That first game I saw her in, the game against Central, she hit over 40 points. I said over 40 points because I do my own statistics, and I came up with 40 points. I guess the official book came up with 44 points, but anyway, we know it was at least 40 points the young lady scored in the game, and it was just awesome. I mean, that young lady was just demanding. She was demanding from her teammates. She was demanding of herself, and you could tell she exerted a lot of energy towards the end of the game, because some of the shots that she was making at the beginning of the game, they weren't dropping. But that young lady demonstrated that, yes, she should have signed with an SEC school. She should have signed with Georgia. And that young lady is going to put on a show this season. You need to get out there and see this young lady. She hit over 40 in that tournament, in that classic. That young lady, I predict she will be hitting over 60 points in a game before the season over, because she hit 40 against Central, who has three Division I players on that team. So that young lady, she will definitely be putting on a show all season long. And I was happy to see in the next game that I saw her play in, the game against Manassas, I was happy to see it more of a team effort for Bartlett, because that's something they're going to need. Jasmine would not be able to do it all by herself. She's not going to be able to hit 40 points and they win all those games, but I do feel she has enough talent around her that they will be able to do some damage. So get out there and see go out and watch Jasmine James, her little sister. She did a little damage the second game that I saw, so that will be just going to be an awesome team to watch this season. Another team that was very impressive, Millington. Millington looked good. Millington looked very, very good. I was very impressed. One of the things that stuck out to me as far as Millington was the fact that I watched Coach Gatlin. Coach Gatlin looked like Phil Jackson to me. Phil Jackson, the Lakers coach, and Phil Jackson, especially when he coached Chicago, when he could just sit back and let Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen just do what they do. Those young ladies, they know their system, they know their roles, they know what they're supposed to do, and they do it. I mean, those young ladies, they run the show. They don't need, half the time, they didn't need Coach Gatlin, to be honest. I mean, they know that system, and that was so awesome for me to see those young ladies just do what they do. I mean, they're talented at each position. They are stacked at each position, and it was just awesome to watch those young ladies just run their system like they do. One of the highlights, this young lady, Jasmine Newsome, that point guard, I mean, that young lady really impressed me. I don't know if people have really just been paying attention to this young lady, but if they haven't, they will be paying attention to Jasmine Newsome this year, because she is the complete package as a point guard. I mean, she was very impressive. She has the deep ball, the long range. She can penetrate into the lane. Her vision of the court is just spectacular. She has great vision, and that young lady, she can steal the ball. She plays defense. She's not afraid to get in there on the court. I wish I had it on film, the way she can slide on that floor when she's on that floor in those knee pads, the way she just slides on down. That young lady is awesome, and they are very impressive. And I do see them going back to the state. Central is going to be nice. And then the two things that stick out, or the two individuals that stick out for Central, Danielle Ballard and Aaliyah Whiteside. That last game against Millington, they really stepped up their game. Danielle, I believe, had 15 points. Aaliyah came through with 12 points. And they're starters. They're two freshmen started along with three seniors, and they had been struggling a little bit, but I think that tournament, the Hall of Champions, really helped them out. It helped them out, and their confidence is building. They're learning. They're becoming more comfortable with the environment. They're becoming more comfortable with the high school environment, with the high school team, and they have some awesome leaders there with them. Jamila, Jasmine, and Erica have some awesome leadership. So I see those young ladies breaking into the state. They needed that tournament. All of those teams, Millington, Central, Melrose, Manassas, Bartlett, they needed the Hall of Champions. It was great competition so early in the season, and it was great for them to get that competition to help them in the long run. Those games will help those teams in the long run. And so that's basically a lot that I saw. The one thing that I wish I would have seen more people in the stands. Just the way the competition that was out there, people should have saw that. There was some awesome competition. It was great games. They were just great games, and people should have been there to see that. I'm happy I was there to see it, to witness that, because it's some awesome things. But you got to get out and see those teams play. You need to get out and see Millington. You need to get out and see Central. You need to get out and see Bartlett, Manassas, Melrose. Now, one team I did not have the opportunity to see play none of the tournament was Overton. I was expecting them to play Melrose that night, last night, Saturday night, and I did not get the opportunity to see them play because the game was canceled. So I plan to get out and catch an Overton game, but that's something I'm really looking forward to seeing is Overton, because they're supposed to be stacked. It's not all about Jasmine Robinson. It is stacked. So I'm looking forward to catching that. So basically, that's what I want to let you know. This Saturday, I have my Granny's Camp coming up. I'm super excited about that. I'm ready to just teach young ladies basketball, and so I'm super excited about that. And that's about it. I'll be back out this week catching some games. I'll be at the Martin Luther King Classic, and I hope I see some of you out there at the Martin Luther King Classic. Don't miss this competition. We have some nice talent here in Memphis, and you shouldn't be out there. You shouldn't be missing it. You should not be missing it. So, hey, I'll catch you again on the next episode of popoTV. Take care. Happy Thanksgiving for everyone, and I'll see you. Bye.